Yes, my people, big Prozech back in the building with another video. Welcome to you, man. Welcome to each and everyone. Happy copping season, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that good stuff. I hope you had an amazing day. And in fact, if I'm doing this right, today is Boxing Day, right? Or Unboxing Day. Am I right? Am I right? We unboxing these, and let me tell you what we're unboxing today. We are unboxing these Dark Mochas. Air Jordan 1 Dark Mochas just dropped into the yard, and we're going to be looking into it. We're going to be doing way more than unboxing. We're going to be reviewing the kicks. There's going to be some on-feet action. We're going to talk about the fit, the price. We're going to talk about how I managed to cop the kicks, all that great stuff. And if that sounds like something you'd be into, why not give the video a like, get up in the comments, tell me what you're thinking and feeling, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and most importantly, share the video with everyone that you know that sips on a little bit of coffee, you get me, and might like a little bit of a review on one of the biggest kicks of 2020. Yes, I'm talking about the Air Jordan 1 Dark Mocha. Now, without any further ado, let's get into the video. So the Air Jordan 1 it's a legendary shoe at this point. We all know the story. First came out in 1985. Michael Jordan himself wore the kick. Now, these particular shoes, this particular colorway, the Dark Mochas, actually dropped in December 2020. I managed to cop via the sneakers app. We know there's a big thing about these shoes, right? And you'd have already seen the pictures, you'd have seen the thumbnail, you've seen what the shoe looks like at this point. It bears somewhat of a similarity, some might say a likeness, others may say a striking resemblance to a certain Travis Scott Air Jordan 1. Okay, that came out a little while back, and because of that, there's a little bit of interest in the shoe for a number of reasons, and I'll get into that very momentarily. Let me quickly just talk about how I managed to cop these shoes. Very simple story. Sneakers app, in the morning, it's already got your size preloaded when you go for the drop, and sure enough, went in for the drop. Within 2 minutes comes back, it's not happening, not today. Let me know in the comments below if this has happened to you. You get me? Where you go for the kick in your size and it comes back saying it's not happening today, and you're thinking to yourself, well, that's done, innit? That's over. Man's throwing up the last shot of the game, the little bit of a Hail Mary, and it's not happening. Man got rim rejected like I threw up a brick. You get me? That's basically how it felt at this point. But I'm thinking to myself, you know what, yeah? Don't give up. You get me? I go back into the app. There's still a couple sizes knocking about. I'm thinking of you, man. I'm thinking of the people. Yeah? I'm thinking of the people. I'm a man of the people. You get me? So I'm thinking, what am I going to give these people for Unboxing Day 2020? What am I going to give these, man? You get me? I've been talking a lot of Yeezys recently. I need to give them a little bit of a different flavor. So man's thinking to you, know, I need to get these kicks. So man, I willed it into existence. I said, you know what? There's a couple sizes left. I see an 11. You get me? I've been known to rock an 11 in the past. You know what? Let me put my hat in the ring and see what I want. I click on 11, go to click, and within literally 5 seconds, I saw those magical words, and we all know them. Let's say them all together. 1, 2, 3. Got them! Oh, we got him, baby. We got him winning in 2020. So kids, the moral of the story is, just like John Cena said, never give up. Don't you ever give up on your dreams of owning the most hottest kicks. Don't ever give up. You get me? Of copping. When it comes to copping season, yeah, we don't give up, man. We don't fall at the first hurdle. We keep on going. We keep on striving, yeah, because there's kicks to get copped, and when there's kicks to cop, we copping. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? People, yeah, let's unbox these kicks. Let's unbox. Okay, guys. Here they are in hand, and as you probably already know, we're talking about them Air Jordan 1 Dark Mochas. Let's see what it says. If you can see, it says Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG, and we are talking Cell Black Dark Mocha Black in a UK 11 USA 12. I'm so used to the Yeezy unboxings that I'm like getting ready to do it like that, but thank God for Nike with their simple lid. I can just pop it off like so. Hold on, no one it to. Oh, there you go. There you go. Before I give my first impressions, let's have a quick look see at the shoe. Okay. What are we saying, guys? What are we saying? Back of the shoe. A little outsole action. See what it's saying on the inside there. Okay, so let's see what it says under here as well. In hand, first impressions, banging shoe. Real talk, real talk. Obviously, as I mentioned earlier, bears a striking resemblance to the Travis Scotts. I think the color blocking on this obviously plays enough of a homage to that particular silhouette or that particular design of the shoe without fully catting the whole thing. Obviously you've got the nubuck here at the heel and just above nearer the counter here, so this is all nubuck leather. You've got the Air Jordan embossed, the original Air Jordan logo. At this point, obviously, the silhouette is a classic, so it is what it is. Talking materials now, we're talking predominantly synthetic leather upper. It's a full leather shoe with some nubuck hits at the back. Midsole, standard sort of rubberized materials. Outsole the same. So you've got color blocking wise, you've got a completely dark black outsole, cell color midsole, toe box perforations in the cell color with the outside of the toe box in black predominant on some of the sort of like cutouts on the shoe. Obviously this has got black laces and it comes with off-white sort of cell color laces there. Tongue is in that off-white and it's sort of a meshy nylon material. Obviously you've got the Nike Air label there. Inside you've got some words. It says Nike and the swoosh name and the stripe are trademarks and your guarantee of quality, which is reassuring. Obviously the tick in black, obviously, as I've mentioned, heel counter and heel predominantly in the sort of, it's not like a super dark brown. I think you'll agree. It's a bit more of an ashy brown, but a real nice tone and a very nice feel to the touch. Like a very nice feel, very smooth, buttery smooth, good quality. I think on the Air Jordan 1s, the great thing about the shoes is it's amazing canvas. And I think shoes that were sort of designed in the sort of the 80s and that sort of era, I think the way that they used panels was amazing. I thought also classic in the way it uses materials and it layers the materials as well, which I really appreciate. So price wise, for this particular colorway, this particular silhouette, you're looking at $139.95. Picked up direct from Sneakers, as I mentioned earlier. That is the retail price, and that's the best you're probably gonna get. Secondary market, now you're looking at closer to 300. In some sizes, 300 plus. It's worth it. Yeah, I think it's only going to increase in value, so just bear that in mind when you're looking in the secondary market if you were not unfortunately lucky enough to pick up when they dropped. Quick side note, I went in for so many raffles on this particular shoe because I've been looking for Air Jordan 1s for ages, and I thought, you know what, these are a great one to start with. But caught L's on every single raffle and every single drop I went for, apart from sneakers. It literally was my last card. So I'm super happy I managed to pick these up. I was actually talking with my friend recently, and we were both saying, you know what, yeah, AJ1s are a necessity in any sort of serious collection, apart from like the bread colorways and some of the more iconic retros that are out there. Obviously, if you're looking to pick up one that's kind of got that interesting story behind it, although Michael never wore it, but yet it's got an interesting story. It's still an amazing shoe. The silhouette stands, and when you drop the kick, it looks fire. So yeah, with all that being said, talking about how it looks when you drop it, let's get into how it looks on feet. So after seeing how it looks on feet, let me talk to you about sizing. Like I've mentioned earlier, I'm standardly a UK size 12. I didn't manage to get these in a size 12. Obviously, I got these in a size 11. That being said, they're not that bad. I expected my feet to be like fully smashed up in the toe box of this shoe, but it actually wasn't. And obviously it's quite a narrow silhouette. It's not the widest shoe, and I've got pretty wide feet, but it actually wasn't super uncomfortable. In normal circumstances, I would at least go for my size, maybe even a half a size up, I've heard it said, because obviously, as I said, it's quite a narrow fit, but the size 11 seems to be working for me at this time. If I love the silhouette, I'ma take the pain. I think we may be in this category. We may be in that sort of echelon of shoe. Let's talk about its fit. Let's talk about the comfort. So obviously the shoe for me is a full size down, so it's gonna be a little bit of a snug fit. It's a high, so as you can see, it does come high up on the ankle. In my on feet video, I made sure to at least for part of it not wear trousers, so that you could see exactly where it hits above the ankle, and it does come sort of quite significantly above the ankle, so it does feel a little bit weird. If you're not used to that feeling of a shoe coming quite high up your foot, it can feel a little uncomfortable and unsettling. It's just one of those things I suppose you'll get used to. Fortunately enough, there is some quite sort of good padding around this area. I tend to wear my shoes quite loose. I have to, because obviously in this particular case it is a full size down, so I've not taken my laces all the way up to the top, and I probably wouldn't even if it was my size. I've just sort of gone for that sort of middle area there, just so I could keep the laces as sort of loose as possible. I feel like that just fits better with how I wear my kicks. Also, I can slip this on really quickly. I won't ever have to do my laces again. It's just one of those things. Maybe it's laziness, maybe it's efficiency, who knows? Let me know in the comments below what you think. So let's talk about how these shoes feel underfoot. Obviously this shoe was first created in 1985, and they've stayed true to its original design, so there is no technology specifically in the midsole or the outsole of this particular shoe to increase its comfort. So essentially you're talking a shoe. There's no tech involved whatsoever. So because it's a shoe, it's not super comfortable. If I give you a gauge, if like a boost, if an Adidas boost is like a 9, this would probably be like a 5, slightly more, slightly less, depending on how wide your feet are. And if you guys remember The Last Dance, if you haven't seen it, please go and watch it on Netflix. Michael Jordan's documentary called The Last Dance. When it came to the Air Jordan 1 was he hadn't worn them for a few years, and I don't know whether he got a special pair or something happened with the shoes that he was meant to wear, but he ended up having to wear a pair of Air Jordan 1s for the first time in a couple of years. And for whatever reason, he was just balling out in that in that particular game. When they interviewed him at halftime, he was like, my feet are torn apart, my guy, like my feet are bleeding. So it's one of those things where, like, although at the time in 1985 it was probably the pinnacle of technology in regards to aesthetics and athletics, I should say, but as time has gone on, obviously technology has moved on, the industry has moved on, and we understand a lot more about comfort. I mean, if you're looking for kicks that you're gonna go and work out in, probably steer clear of these. But if you're just looking for some kicks that'll make you look 10 times more drippy than you did before, then these might be the ones you need to go and have a look at. And since I'm talking about looks, let's delve a little bit deeper into the looks. Truthfully, this shoe is vibes. Aesthetically, it's super pleasing. It's a very attractive looking shoe. Originally, the silhouette, you already know, is a fantastic silhouette. It's a classic in everyone's book. But the color blocking, like I mentioned earlier, on this particular shoe and this particular colorway, the dark mocha that you've got here at the back, there's a little bit of hit of subtle ashy brown on the heel. It's perfect. It's just enough for me, an entry level Air Jordan 1. I think this is perfect. I think you're actually smashing it out the park on an entry level. Like, you aced the test, because this is fire in my opinion. Just because of the story, because of the vibes, because of the fact that it bears such a striking resemblance to the Travis Scott one, which is an amazing shoe. It's hilarious to me when a brand like Nike collaborates with an artist like Travis Scott and they come up with this shoe, which is a fantastic shoe, the Travis Scott Air Force One, and then they say, you know what, that shoe was so successful but obviously quite limited in the run, we're gonna just make the shoe again, but this time Travis Scott don't get none of that bread. This goes all to us. So they cut their own design in a sense, and then they sell it. A lot of people are never gonna get their hands on that particular shoe, but this was a lot more accessible. This was for the people. Nike decided, you know what, we're gonna take something that we did on limited quantity and we're gonna not necessarily mass market it, but we're gonna bring it to the people, right? And this is still a very exclusive shoe, but far more accessible than a Travis Scott Air Jordan 1. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm loving that. I'm a man of the people, you already know. So when you bring the shoe to the people, the man of the people have to have the shoe. So this is where I'm at with the shoe. So big up Nike for their underhanded tactics in reborn their own shoe. But at the end of the day, it is their own shoe, it is their own design, they can do what they want. Let the truth be told, there's kicks to be copped out here. It's copping season. We need to be copping these kicks. You get me? Like, so if there's some heavy kicks to be copped, we copping, my guy, we copping. So overall, you already know the shoe is an absolute banger. Cop that. Real talk. If you can get your hands on these kicks, get your hands on these kicks. And I'll go as far to say that if you can get them for anything around retail, snap it up. If you can get it for within £100 of retail, I'd also suggest you strongly consider it. Reason being, as I said, I don't see the price going down. I only really see the price going up, so I take that. So yeah, just bear that in mind. That is just in my opinion. Obviously, buyer beware, but do your thing. I think these shoes, I'm gonna be looking to probably hold on to these shoes for a little while and just see how the market plays out. So guys, woo! Only took me 5 times. So guys, I told you what I think. I like the shoe, I love the shoe. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you liked this video, like the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and most importantly, share the video. Feel free to jump up in the comments. I'm active, I'm about in the comments. Yeah, I'll always either respond or like or do whatever. Thank you so much. I've been doing YouTube 2 months, less than 2 months actually, and you guys, your support and the reaction to my videos has been amazing. Not every video has been a banger, I'll be the first to admit, but you guys have shown me love and I completely appreciate it. So I'll keep on trying to perfect my craft. I'll keep on trying to produce great videos and great content for you guys. If you keep on coming back, I'll continue to do my absolute best. Before I let you go, socials, Prozech on Instagram and Twitter. Feel free to holler at me. I will holler back. And until I see you, or until we see you next time, you man stay blessed. Prozech out.